Hey guys, so excuse my mess of a room, but it is what it is. Yeah, so good news, as you see by the title of the video, I got a new tufting gun. I'm super excited. I was really bummed out that my last one broke. So I'm so grateful because my baby just knew I was hurting and I was not feeling like paying $200 for a new fucking gun. But he got me one. So it got delivered yesterday, so I took it out of the Amazon box. This is it. This is the original packaging because, like I said, I got it off, or it got sent to me off Amazon. Yeah, so I figured I'd make a quick unboxing video. I prefer this gun and I really want to explain why. We're just going to get right into the video. I hope you like it. Definitely give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're really into tufting or even just into starting your own business. This is really like a business platform channel. And I just go wherever my life takes me. Yeah, I just go wherever my life takes me, and here we are. So yeah, let's unbox. All right, so I don't want this video to be too long. Of course, I've already opened it, so things are shifted around a little bit. This is not exactly what it looks like, but all the contents are right here. So it did come, which I already unfolded it, sorry. This is a cut pile tufting gun. If you don't know, there is a thing called a loop pile, which obviously kind of makes sense with the name. It gives you a loop effect with your yarn, and then a cut pile actually cuts the yarn and gives you that frayed end, if that makes sense, on the other side. So there are different types of tufting guns. Cut pile is definitely my preference. However, I did have a 2-in-1 on my last one, but this one is just a cut pile. So I'll explain why I don't recommend getting the 2-in-1. But I'm just gonna go through and, like I said, show you guys what's in this. So I'm really happy. This one actually came with a manual, even some visuals that you can kind of see to know what to do, how to do it. Even like teaches you how to build your own frame, I noticed in these, and I thought that was pretty cool. Just tells you whenever you make adjustments, what contents to oil, just so that you're doing the right maintenance. I do use sewing machine oil on my gun because there's not really a tufting gun oil, if that makes sense. So that's just what I use. But yeah, I really like this. So I wish this would have came with the first gun I bought, but you know, it is what it is. So next thing is these, I don't want to call them duckbill scissors, but just these like short, I don't know, fat scissors. I think they'll come in handy. I just don't really know quite for what. I don't know if I'd use them for trimming yet. Excuse me, because well, I don't know if they'd be that great of trimming shears, but we'll see. It come with this, I think this is a plastic ruler. That's pretty cool. I feel like a fabric ruler just makes more sense, but I don't know if this is just to make sure your lines are straight. I really don't know, to be honest, but I think this is pretty cool. Maybe if you draw your own designs for rugs. I do like that this one came with a lot, I'm not gonna lie. So this is just a punch needle. This is how I started rug making. I made my daughter's butterfly rug with this tool right here alone. It comes with a threader. These long loop threaders, sorry if you guys can't see, but the long loop threaders are like, I lose these all the time, so when I can get more, I really do appreciate it. So then here's the instructions. It just kind of goes through again with more of the accessories it comes with. So your adapter, power cord, your wrenches, just any of your extra accessories that you may have. Of course, it teaches you about safety. Definitely unplug your machine anytime that you're doing any type of adjustments to it, because I'm telling you, this stuff is pretty powerful. So now to the nitty gritty. It did come with some yarn. Clearly, this isn't the type of yarn I use. I don't know exactly what kind this is, but I still think it's pretty cool nonetheless that they did come with some samples, because my first gun did not. See, and here's the tools. So just some extra screws. You got a yarn feeder right here. This is just a little short one, but I always prefer the long one because I can kind of thread it through one good time. These always are handy, and as you can see, are sharp. Sorry. Are sharp as a hoo-ha. This is just my adapter cord. Sorry guys, let me put some stuff down. Now, to the nitty gritty. Ooh, this sucker is heavy. I'm gonna have to move my box to the side because I want you guys to get a really good look at this type of gun. So this is a cut pile tufting gun. As you can see, this is the trigger. The reason why I'm telling you guys to pay attention to this trigger is because on my last gun, I have it close by to show you guys. It is deassembled, so please ignore. But on my last gun, as you can see, the trigger is different than this one. So this was my last gun, and the reason why my gun stopped working was because of this trigger. I think it's where it's so clicked so often. I think it's a faultiness to it. So if you're starting out, I don't recommend that you get this one. These guns are very similar in pricing. I don't know about with the warranty, but without it, I've found these type of trigger guns for around $150, $160, and this gun was around the same price. So that is something I definitely would suggest that a lot of people aren't really telling you about. Don't get so caught up on color, because of course I love that one because it was pink. However, now that I know, I will make sure that I stick to this type of triggered gun, because that other gun I think I purchased or got in January and it's August and it's already out on me. So that's just something really important to think about as well. I will give you a tip. Another thing I messed up with my other gun, don't make adjustments to your front foot right here. Do not touch this. This is literally measured so perfectly. You should not ever have to make adjustments to this. The only places I know that you should be making adjustments to is this side right here, which opens your scissors. So it actually makes it to where they open earlier or open later. So it does adjust your scissors and how they open. But I really wouldn't mess with it too much because honestly, everything is coordinated the way it's supposed to. Now my last gun didn't have this wiring here. So there are a few things that are new to me with this gun. So I'm really excited to start it. Of course you have like on the back here, it'll tell you this red light will pop up if it is powered on. One other thing, I definitely suggest you finding a way to hang your cords up. My last gun, I had a bad problem that I kept stepping on my cord. So I just really suggest you guys make sure you put this up or have it to where your gun is hanging. Don't have it on the floor a lot because I think that does affect your arm movement or this movement right here. Wow. Sorry, I'm just really excited to use my gun. But as you can see, these are the scissors. So these scissors are what cuts the other side of the acrylic yarn that pops through. So as the gun makes these fast movements, you will be pushing it in and out of the cloth, or actually it'll be doing it itself and you will just guide with it. If you have problems with your cloth tearing, that's usually because the tension on your frame isn't tight enough. So one, you need to tighten your tension, and two, don't apply too much pressure, but apply a good force behind it. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys my new cut pile gun. Oh, another thing, this down here is gonna adjust and control your speed. So I always suggest, obviously don't turn it all the way up, but don't have it all the way down. So now I know this way to this way is the lowest and the highest. So I'm gonna place it right in the middle to start out. That's just what I do. And obviously I do test runs up like burlap or something really quick. Just to kind of see if I like it, like the tension on it, and then I will start to tuft whatever image. So just a heads up, always clean and oil your gun before every use. I'm so excited to use this tufting gun. There's different types of material that they say to use. However, for starting out, this is what I recommend. The only reason I recommend burlap is because it's very easy to find in places like Walmart, any craft store, any places like that. This is generic and usually kind of cheap. Now, I mark my prices on the back so I know how much I paid after everything. This is what I paid for this amount of burlap. However, This is the size. It fits my frame perfectly. I don't have to cut it down. None of that. 2, I do like burlap because I feel like it is a little bit easier in the beginning. But now that I kind of know what I'm doing, I feel like I can work with just about any type of material. But beginner friendly, I definitely suggest burlap. However, if you do create rugs with burlap, please let these people know that they cannot get this rug wet. They cannot wash it in the washing machine. Even if you use latex, whatever, burlap will stain your yarn. It'll just make your yarn terrible. So just try to make sure you let people know that this, if you use burlap, don't let them store this in a wet area, and spot clean as needed. This next fabric is primary tufting cloth. Now, I personally have not tufted with this cloth. However, I do see that it is highly recommended in my groups. So if you're wanting to get into tufting, I definitely suggest you look into Facebook groups or any type of groups that you can find just to help you with some tips and tricks. Now, I would say post your work and be happy about what you do in your steps. Primary tufting cloth is, I feel like, a good option. It's just the most expensive option, and that's exactly why the reason I do not tuft with it. That being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed a little bit of an informal video. Hopefully you guys get into tufting, or maybe some questions that were answered that you had with tufting. I really appreciate any of the support that I get on this channel, and definitely all the good vibes that have been coming my way since I've started my rug tufting journey. I'm super excited to show you guys more and more every day that I learn. And I really, really hope that this video helps you and maybe motivates you to start your own business or start making rugs for yourself or your loved ones. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching Life with Lexx.